Good evening and welcome back to the West Ham Network for today's live, yes, you have heard me correct, live Hammers headlines at 5 p.m. It's the 13th of July. There is story after story after story. It's relentless. It's non-stop. And we'll be bringing some of the headlines to you today. Now, if you haven't already, go and check out my West Ham Daily I did this morning talking about a Sassuolo player, Scamacca, that we're looking likely that we could be negotiating a deal to bring in. Go and have a look, and I discuss everything about him, what he could bring to the team, where his past has been, his history, you name it, etc. It's a good bit of content as well. Tonight at 9 p.m, we will be interviewing live Igor Stimac. Who remembers him? DJ Russie B will be coming to you 9 o'clock, so make sure you do tune in for that. This is, of course, in association with the guys over at kumb.com. If you haven't already head across there, give them a look at their website. Fantastic website, very informative. They've also got a very, very good forum where you can speak to West Ham fans from all over the globe and have good discussions, good bits of debates, you name it, it is all there. So make sure you do go and check that out. And like I said, if you're new around here, please subscribe to the channel. We're on a march towards 20,000 subscribers. Hit the thumbs up, of course. Leave a comment. It's live. I'll jump through some of the comments while we're on live. And also head to the channel membership option where you can, of course, become a channel member. This is live, of course, so I will be jumping in through the comments, but it is supposed to be a sharp and sharp conversation. Anyway, Harry Page is in the house. Hope you're well, Harry. Good to see you, my man. Bonjour, Aaron. Good to see you. Scott, good to see you too. Trev Tube, hello. Hope you are well. Anton, anything happening with Belotti on a free world class makes sense to me and you. It does, maybe not to everyone else, but we'll have to wait and see. Hope we get a new left back. Creswell not been seen the same since his injury last season. Not confident in him next season as well. Good evening, Anton from Kimball. Good to see you. Just got your season ticket. Good on you as well. All right, Anton. Evening, Neil T. Good to see you, my friend. Haven't seen you for a while. Mustard Man Gaming. Good to see you as well. Papat Firth also. So, as we do, let's get started on today's first story. And that is, according to some of the reports, West Ham are going to prioritise a player over another player. And that player, yes, you have heard me right, he begins with L or he starts with J. It's a D, Jesse Lingard. Now, apparently, reports today were suggesting that West Ham were going to do a double swoop in Sassuolo of Italy in the Serie A. And we were reported that we've agreed a fee with them for Scamacca, but we were looking also at their midfielder, Raspadori. Now, he has been in contact, West Ham have been in contact with the Serie A side over a potential move for Scamacca, and we apparently made the offer of about £40 million. And it looks like they want a further whack of money to get that deal over the line. But apparently during those conversations, the player that came up as part of the deal could have been Raspadori's name, and he could have been a potential target for West Ham. Now, we have spoke a lot about Raspadori and Scamacca in the past, about what they could bring to West Ham. But we are hearing that David Moyes is not giving up any form of hope of not signing Jesse Lingard. Now, I'm hearing reports today that they're saying that Jesse Lingard could be on the verge of trying to push through, or Wayne Rooney is looking at bringing him to DC United. Of course, Wayne Rooney signed a manager's contract with them today. but that will make for interesting reading. Now, I don't think the Raspadori deal will go through. If we are looking at bringing one of those players in, then I think it would be Scamacca. Plus, why would Sassuolo want to lose their two biggest attacking threats from the team? I just don't see it. So if we are going to be signing one, I can see Scamacca being the one that we're bringing in from this club. So I can say au revoir. No, I'm not going to say au revoir. Ciao. Ciao to Raspadori, and maybe hello to Jesse Lingard. I still feel deep in my bones that Jesse Lingard is potentially going to happen. And I know that annoys people. I know the name Jesse Lingard annoys people, but I don't doubt for a second that Moyes still wants him. And we'll just have to wait and see what actually comes up and comes up through time as well. Andy is saying we really do need a left back. Creswell has been weak link for a long time, often targeted. Aaron says, Lingard, is that the bloke who played for United now, does TikTok videos? Oh, Nana, please, as well. And Raspadori. I can't see Raspadori Monster Factory at all. I really, really can't see him at all, but we'll have to wait and see moving forward. But let me jump on to the next story, and that is another report saying that we're weighing up a move for a former Premier League player currently at Monaco, Djibril Sidibe. He's 29 years old, though, and he's going to be available on a free transfer following his expiration of his contract with Ligue 1 side Monaco, after turning down the opportunity to sign a new contract in a bid to get a deal and secure a move to the Premier League. Now, the right back is no stranger to the top flight, having previously had a loan spell at Everton during the 1920 season, and a return to England could be on the cards amid interest from a couple of suitors, and of one being West Ham. Now, the other one is supposedly Fulham, who are both plotting moves for him. But according to reports, it's claimed that West Ham are definitely interested in Sidibe. Now, the source states that they're keen because he's a free agent, as well as the fact he's got versatility, because he can play both right back and left back. Now, we know we've got Ben Johnson. We know we've got Vladimir Sufal available for selection in the right back position, but the latter has had a slump in form after returning from injury. So it's surprising to see the boss is looking for potentially new additions in and around that area. Sidibe, once dubbed as an unbelievable player by Everton caretaker manager Duncan Ferguson at the time, is someone who possesses plenty of energy, who can provide an impetus both defensively and offensively, having averaged 1.4 tackles and 1.9 successful long balls per game last season. He is also a World Cup winner, having lifted the cup back in 2018 with France. And the fact he can cover both flanks is a huge advantage for David Moyes when it comes to squad depth. Making a short-term deal for a zero initial cost a no-brainer. But it does say that we are moving alongside other clubs trying to bring him in. I'm not sure where I'm at with this. This doesn't fill me with a huge amount of joy, but it's the versatility and squad depth that really could make this one cross over the line. Loads of people are talking left, right, and centre about being a left back, but this player can potentially bring us the option of being a right back, the versatility left back. Yes, he's 29, but I know we're bringing in younger players, but sometimes you do need that experience. And he is playing at the height of his game when he was at Monaco, but he wants to move back to England. That is the rumour. Maybe it's for the last payday, who knows? But let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Now, last but not least, a story about Vlasic. Now, he was left out of both friendly games last night, and that is the clearest sign yet. Is it the clearest sign yet that he is due for the exit from West Ham this summer? Now, the rumor earlier on in the summer was that we're allegedly prepared to sell Vlasic for around about £20 million to try and recoup some of the money. And I think it would be potentially a wise move, I think, for the 24-year-old attacking midfielder to leave this window. He is a 39 time capped Croatian international, and he has been hugely underwhelming at West Ham last season. And he joined us from CSKA Moscow for around about £33 million. And there's no chance we're going to recoup anything close to that. He only bagged 1 goal, 2 assists all season for West Ham. And despite being played out of position, he just didn't show a huge amount of promise. And he's not been selected by Moyes for any of our friendlies in Boreham Wood or Ipswich Town yesterday evening. we're led to believe he doesn't have any knocks as far as we're aware. So his omission from both games would have been potentially a crushing blow for him. Now, yes, he has come back from international duty with other players. So yes, you could say to me, Souček, Declan Rice, Vladimir Sufal, Ben Johnson, and some of those players didn't feature because they were on international duty, as was Vlasic. But when you are vying for your place in this team and you are fighting for an opportunity to make sure you're on that plane to Qatar for your international side, you would want to be playing football. The guy does possess some amount of fitness. He has fitness levels coming through the roof. And if you look at the training video, and that's just a little clip there, picture of what the stuff he was doing in his training, he's come back in fighting fit shape. He is ready to rock and roll, and he can play some game time. I just wonder if he is going to be our last outgoing player. Now, you are going to be hearing rumours about Diop, Vlasic. You're going to be hearing rumours about Benrahma potentially heading out the door, Souček heading out the door. But every single player that you hear about leaving West Ham means that West Ham have to replace them. But we're already in a situation where we have to replace some of the other players that beforehand. So if we're looking already at 3 or 4 players, but you get rid of another, you need to bring in another. And I just can't see that happening. So I wouldn't be surprised that Vlasic does stay with West Ham and potentially David Moyes tries to utilise what he is capable of doing. And we've seen it so many times when it's been one season after the next, and it's taken a while for those players to come in and settle at the club. So get your comments in the comment section below, and I'll jump through some of the comments and see what everyone is saying. Where are we? This is live, remember. So if you are new around here, this is your Hammers headlines. Lingard goes to the MLS, never play for England again. Yeah, exactly. I think it's a ridiculous decision, especially the fact that he wants to potentially fight for his English place. But maybe if the rumours are true and it is money that he is looking for, then that will be the big telling point. I think that they both sell if the money is right, but God knows. Good luck to Jesse regardless of where he goes, unless it's Spurs. Completely agree with you. Oliver saying, I don't want Lingard. If he's going to join, he should have been with us by now. He is missing pre-season. We'll take him a month or two to get up to speed. I get what you're saying. He is training on his own camp. I think he's got a fitness coach as well. So we're just going to have to wait as well. Are we going to get something positive? I think we are. Agreed if he joins now, just like he's settled for us. But you never know. We have to wait and see. Mustard Man Gaming, I feel like we should keep Vlasic this season instead of selling for at least a loan. Fresh Fielder saying, stopgap left back. We need a long-term upgrade. I agree with you. We do. I was at the St Andrews training ground, Sean, and what I did notice was David Moyes particularly working with the defence, but particularly working with the left-sided players. He had Alessi, who's the left-footed centre-half, who reportedly played fantastically well in his pre-season, so he could maybe make the upgrade. Langelo was playing there as well. Of course, Creswell was available in that position. We know Ben Johnson can also do the same. Mustard Man Gaming, he hasn't played his proper position, not really had much time, absolutely. Papa Firth says Sidibe wasn't great at Everton, would prefer a younger player who will play a left back for years to come. You're right, he wasn't, but at Monaco, he has been a solid player for them as well, and he definitely wants to come back to England. I think we'll keep Diop. He played last night. If we're selling him, he'll be wrapped up in cotton wool. Sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe they're playing him to see if we can get more of the value that we're looking for him, but we'll have to wait and see. Adam is saying Lingard was brilliant for us on loan, but then went back to Manure and sat on his ass all season. Really don't want him just after the big money. Sean is saying if Lingard has a sort of blasé, indifferent attitude already, it doesn't bode well. I think he's more concerned about money than playing every week. Jeremy Doku, talk to me, get Russ to add him to the transfer shortlist, plays left wing and across the front three. We'll look into him and bring him to you over the next couple of days. No, Vlasic was out of because of internationals. He will be with us this year. No, of course he was. I get that, but the difference is he's come back probably one of the fittest players, and if you are fighting for your position in the team, you know, it does make for interesting reading. I mean, people were reading into the fact that Dawson was missing from it, but we're not led to believe he's picked up an injury. It's just that he wasn't in the squads for the games. And after the free kick against Bourne, Benrahma ain't going anywhere. I can see him, you know, staying with the club. Vlasic wasn't given a fair crack last year. His work rate is great. He needs a decent run in the team. I'm not sure where people get this idea that Lingard has an attitude. He's only been on a free agent for a few days. Rob CR8 is saying Onana and Pellegrini and Broja equals top 6. Scott is saying it was sounding like the Italian striker was a done deal this morning. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, if you do watch the Daily Show that I did talk a lot about smoke and mirrors. Is there an element that Scamacca can be a real deal? Is it coming in, or is it the smoke and mirrors to cover up for Broja? However, Broja is reportedly heading to the USA for the pre-season with Chelsea. So who knows what to believe? I'm still mystified about Alex Crawley. Never played that bad when he played. It is a bizarre thing. Absolutely, it is. Aspie's strike off the post that was converted into the rebound yesterday was impressive. And again, heard from loads of fans that were there that he very much so was impressive. Hammer, if Lingard hasn't joined Newcastle till now, his only option is to sign for West Ham. I presume we'll have to wait and see. And there you go. That brings an end to your Hammers headlines for today. It is short. It is sharp. It is live. So I hope you've enjoyed us being live for the Hammers headlines today. There we go. It was all for Broja. But seeing a few clips of Scamacca and his head's turning, and my head's turning, absolutely. If you just watch him, I mean, you can see the kind of similarity to Arnautovic, but potentially better, fitter, taller, stronger. But there's a similar style as well. Artel, Vlasic handsprings, insane mega fitness. Adam Cook says that's the thing with Krall. He played well against Manure last season, just needed a good run in the team like all players. It's about confidence. Absolutely. Now, listen, thank you for watching. If you're new around here, please make sure you do subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment, go and check out the guys over at kumb.com, of course, and stay safe and join us 9 p.m. tonight for Igor Steam Match live. You can get your questions in. Stay safe. Come on, you iron.